Welcome to Palermo, Sicily's captivating capital where every corner tells a story of history, culture, and is a foodie's paradise. If you've only got 24 hours in this beautiful city, don't worry, I've got you covered. From ancient landmarks and palaces to bustling markets and mouth-watering street food to breathtaking views, join me as I explore the best that Palermo has to offer in just one day. Let's dive right in. First up was heading to Palermo from Catania by bus. Everybody, I missed the bus that I wanted to take at 11 a.m., but there's one every hour, so there's one at noon. So I came to this corner store that's really close to the bus stop and got a pizza and a peach iced tea. But now I'll arrive at around 2:40, so a little later than I wanted to, but oh well. I did get to see everything I wanted to see in Catania, as well as Taormina and Syracuse, so it's all good. But for now, I'm going to dig into this and then hopefully get on this bus and explore Palermo and enjoy it with you. The bus from Catania to Palermo is about 3 hours, and you can book it with Flixbus. I'll link that down below. It was definitely a beautiful ride, and before I knew it, we were in Palermo. As soon as I arrived, the locals were super friendly, helping me find public transit to get to where my hotel was. I was staying at the Palermo Gallery Hotel, which was a 3-star hotel and very favorably priced. It was also located a 7-minute walk from the Politeama Theater, and it was right close to where I was going to start off taking my first tour, a food tour, one of my favorite ways to get acquainted with the city. Street food tour was meeting in front of the Teatro Massimo, the third largest opera house in Europe, after one in Paris and in Vienna. It was built in 1897. I was only here for 24 hours, so decided to hit the ground running with a Palermo night tour of the food markets and back streets of Palermo. I thought this was a safe way to see Palermo at night. We tried specialties like carbonara, sfincioni, croche, and other very delectable items. Honestly, you're gonna have to check out some of the street food that you can eat on Street Food's tour website. We went to the market at night, and it definitely was a great way for me to explore the city and get acquainted with it without feeling overwhelmed. We went to Forneria to be able to try some very traditional Palermo pizza, the sfincioni, which is a staple in Palermo street food scene. It resembles a pizza, which definitely is a lot thicker, doesn't have tomato sauce, but was really yummy. This tour was not just about the food, but also about the culture and history, and we learned why some of the food was always fried. It was definitely a cheaper and more filling option. We also tried a spleen sandwich. This was very interesting and very unique to Palermo. I did try it, and I'm glad I didn't know everything that was in it before I tried. It's so many stops on this tour, but one of the last savory options was a calzone al forno, which is basically a Sicilian version of the calzone, in a brioche with egg yolk, ham and cheese inside, and some tomato sauce. It was definitely yummy. After, we went to get some dessert and coffee, and the group said goodbye. For a little over 65 euros, it was definitely worth it to take the tour. I'll link it down below, as well as my blog post of 24 hours in Palermo. The next day, I woke up early to start exploring, as I had a ferry that evening to head to Naples. Quattro Conti is a striking Baroque square in the heart of Palermo. It's an octagonal intersection framed by 4 elegant curved facades, each adorned with statues representing the 4 seasons, Spanish kings, and Palermo's patron saints. The square is a perfect blend of art and history and is a focal point of the city. Here you'll find the 2 main streets, Via Maqueda and Corso Vittorio Emanuele crossing. Next, I stopped in Bar Morocco to grab a snack because I'm Moroccan and I had to see what was up with this here in Sicily. Alright guys, now I'm going to try a crociata. I think it has like meat and cheese in it. Oh. And ham and cheese inside. Another place you can't miss if you have a day is the Palermo Cathedral. It costs 7 euros to go inside and see the tombs, treasury, and 5 euros to go to the rooftop as well for epic views. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and totally worth it. Alright guys, so we are here at the top of the Palermo Cathedral, and it is packed on the rooftop. As you can see, they're doing some renovations. but it definitely is beautiful, and we have an amazing day. You can see the Norman Palace out here over my left shoulder, and yeah, just very beautiful views, 360 around Palermo.
One thing that truly stands out is the architecture here. It's a mixture of Arab, Norman, and Byzantine influences that blend to create this iconic structure. Finally, I headed to go check out the Norman Palace. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to visit because it is a bit expensive, but finally, I decided it was worth it. If you love history and architecture, you're going to love the next stop on my visit. I got to see the Norman Palace, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the oldest royal residence in Europe. Constructed on the highest part of the city, it is iconic, and if you only have one day, it is a must while you're here. It's constructed with Arab, Norman, and Byzantine architectural styles. Here is where the kings of Sicily ruled, and today visitors can visit for 19 euros to explore the various architectural styles that blended together from all the various rulers of Sicily.
So as soon as you enter, you literally, it's so impressive here. And now we're just heading to the Palatine Chapel. Very excited for this.
One thing you cannot miss while you're here is the Palatine Chapel.
Okay, so as you can see, the roof definitely reminds me of when I was in Morocco and you go into places like the Bahia Palace, and there is just so much unique architecture in the one place. You have Norman influence, you have Arab influence, and you have Byzantine influence, as you can see with all the gold plated like decor everywhere. But definitely a very busy site. You have to wait in a line to come in, but it is full on worth coming in here. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
After touring the palace, I decided to go check out the gardens because it was included in my ticket before heading to the Bolero Market, one of 3 markets in Sicily. The walk was definitely nice and really showed me what life in Sicily was like behind the exterior of tourist destinations.
Alright guys, so we're here at one of 3 markets in Palermo. This is the Bolero Mercato, and it is extremely busy. There are a lot of restaurant stalls. There are some street food. You can buy pizza for 5 euros. But yeah, they also sell a lot of other things as well. But I'm gonna check out some of the menus and see where we eat for lunch.
Sicily is definitely alive. This is not just a place you come where you'll feel like you're in a tourist trap, but find places that truly are authentic to Sicily and Palermo. Not only is Palermo known for its amazing food and history spanning back 2,700 years, it's known for its churches. And when we got to Piazza Bellini, you'll see there are so many churches that are famous here, including 2 UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
Alright guys, so behind me is the Church of San Calo. It costs €2.50 and it's open up until 6 last century at 5:30. It is pretty small. Honestly, I'm not going to go inside of it because I need some coffee and something else. I don't know. But it definitely looks beautiful. It's a part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site that makes up these like 9 church buildings that also infuse the Arab, Norman, Byzantine architecture scene. But definitely something to come check out if it interests you. I don't even know what that building is, but it looks pretty cool too. Literally around every corner of Palermo is a surprise.
I decided to go check out this monastery that actually had a cafe inside.
Alrighty guys, so I'm in the St. Catherine's Monastery. There's actually a confectionery here where they use actually some of the old recipes that the nuns would use. In 2017, they opened the museum monastery and also this confectionery for everybody to come enjoy. And the last nuns that were part of the convent here were in 2014, so not too long ago. But if you come in here, if you don't want to pay to go inside the monastery, you can come for the snacks and coffee, plus this beautiful courtyard. But it seems to be quite busy.
Since the line was too long, I ended up going to Casa Stagnita, where I got some granitas instead of coffee.
Alright guys, about to try some coffee granitas here at Cafe Stagnita. What's that? Really good.
After being surrounded by a lot of people, I decided to head towards the waterfront.
And here we are at Giardino Garibaldi. Looks like a park and super cute square. Love this.
Sadly, my time was coming to a close. I had to go back to pack to get my things ready to go to the ferry that was going to take me to Naples that night. I wish I had more time because there are so many beautiful beaches just outside of Palermo that I could have visited, but for now, this was definitely a sweet taste to Palermo, the capital of Sicily.
Alright guys, just came out of one of the other famous markets, La Vicero. And you can go in there and find some really like cool little shops as well as food options. I just got some bread and some food to bring with me on my my ferry to Naples, but honestly it's like 11 hours and a half. So hopefully it is a pretty big ship or cruise boat. But yeah, just about to head on back to charge some things up and get some more snacks for the ferry because I heard that is the way to do it. But Palermo has been an amazing place so far, and I definitely want to come back and explore. I've been here just over 24 hours, and I can say it is a multicultural, it's a vibrant, and honestly very surprising city. I didn't realize how big it was. Everything from the food to all the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, there is definitely something for you to do. So hopefully if this hasn't convinced you yet, like you will come as a solo female traveler. I feel safe. I've walked around with my phone, my camera, everything. And honestly, I have not felt in danger. I walked alone home at night for 30 minutes yesterday. And yeah, it just has been an amazing experience in Sicily. And now it's time to say goodbye and head to Naples in mainland Italy. I'm really excited because I've never been to that region and I'm about to have some adventures there.
Close to the market, I went to Chiesa di San Dominico. Since the Middle Ages it stood here. It's also where some famous people are buried, including an anti-mafia judge, Giovanni Falcone. Before I left, I almost forgot. I had to try arancini because I had not tried one from Palermo yet. I headed to Arancini di Torre because I heard they had the best arancini in Palermo.
Alright guys, so I first discovered arancini when I was in the North End in Boston. It was a place called Umberto's and it was so good. It wasn't too expensive and honestly I fell in love with it. And now I'm having it in the heart of where they invented them in Sicily. I had them in Catania and now I've had it in Palermo. Now the thing is, which one's better? And this one's a toughie. I love all the meat and the peas in this one. But I have to say, I like the one in Catania better. Don't kill me in Palermo, guys. I like this a lot, but the other one just had such a different flavor to it. And it was shaped like Mount Etna. So that definitely gave it some points as well for me. But for now, I'm gonna finish this and then head back to my place, pack my stuff up, and head to the ferry.
It was time to head back. I had to grab my things as well as head to get to the ferry station to check in to get my tickets printed. I definitely was excited because I was going to take an 11-hour ferry ride to get to Naples. I booked a berth and ended up coming here to the deck before we set off to Naples from Sicily.
Just like that, it's bye to Palermo. We're on the ferry for G&B and we're heading to Naples. I'm really excited, but yeah, I was a little stressed getting on the boat. You have to come in an hour before to check in, and everything I read said you needed to have a printed ticket, but my ticket actually was good on my phone, so we were here. And now I have a room, 2 other girls, and so far it's nice and smooth. But yeah, let's go inside. There's a bar and there's also a restaurant too, but I don't know if I'm gonna get there.
It was time to call it a night. It was pitch black outside, and I wanted to wake up early to see us coming into Naples.
Yes, good morning. Sorry for the bedhead, but I just wanted to wake up and see what it looks like outside. We are arriving in Napoli. and it was a pretty smooth ride, honestly. Good morning. I woke up and I wanted to see the sunrise, but I waited a little too long, so it's already up. I'm walking around the ship. This place is massive, as you can see behind me. It stretches on, and we're not even there at the end yet. I just wanted to get the quick walk around. They said we're arriving to the port of Napoli at 8 a.m. and yeah, this place, it had like 3 levels for vehicles to be able to get onto the ship, and yeah, it takes 11 and a half hours, but the ship was decently priced. I got a berth for 58 euros, give or take. But yeah, I see land. This is so cool. Wow. I decided to grab a quick bite and coffee before heading off the ship. Got my coffee for $2.50, and yeah, we're just here waiting to arrive to port. People here are very friendly, but last night this was an area people were hanging out, chilling, and then went back to their cabins when they were getting tired like me. But it was really nice. I met a really nice girl named Ferry from Naples. She goes from Naples to Palma to visit her boyfriend, and yeah, just been chilling. And I think that's Mount Vesuvius we saw out there. It's kind of really like sunny right now, but yeah, I'm really excited to go to Naples. We'll be there for 6 nights. There's an adventure ahead. I'm gonna try to stay at a unique stay in Naples and see how that goes. This will be a very interesting, hopefully great experience. And yeah, I'm just really excited to bring you along with me. It was only around 9, but it was time to grab my bag and get off the ship. I was excited to explore Naples, Italy, a city I heard so much about. Off into Naples now, oh my god. And just like that, the 11-hour J&V ferry was over. I'm glad I did it. It was definitely an adventure. And I hope this helped you plan your 24 hours in Palermo adventure. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, I hope you can like this video so more people can find it, and subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure.